If it hasn't happened to you yet, it probably will one day. You either come out of your house or come out of the store, or maybe you're driving down the road and the car just doesn't feel quite right. And you pull over, you walk around your car, and you see your tire looking something like this. If you're on the side of the road, the first thing to do is make sure you pull off to a flat level surface and out of the way of traffic. Put your car in park and turn your hazards on. But even if you're in your driveway or in a store parking lot, you always need to put on your parking brake before you jack up your vehicle. Now our safety checks are in place, it's time to locate the jack. The jack is located in the rear. First, open the hatch. The jack is located behind this panel on the driver's side behind the rear seat. To open this panel, raise these two flaps and pull it off toward the right. The jack is held on with this bolt with this easy to turn head. Turn the head to the left to remove the bolt. To remove the jack, lift up and pull it out from the bottom first. Now we have the jack removed, we need to lower the spare tire. The spare tire is located under the rear of the minivan. In order to lower it, we need to remove this plastic plug which exposes a nut. And in order to do that, we need to remove the jack handle off the jack. The plug is tight sometimes, so we can use this end of the handle to get up under there and pry the plug out. With the plug out, we can have access to that nut. Take your lug wrench, put it over the nut, and turn it in a counterclockwise position. Keep lowering your tire until you can pull it out to the back of the van. Pick the tire up. You'll notice this plastic piece is holding it in place. To remove it, slide, push this outer piece up the shaft, take it and twist it about 90 degrees and push it through the hole in the tire. Position your jack between these two tabs. These tabs are located in front of each rear wheel and behind each front wheel in case you need to change a front tire. You'll notice on your jack there's a groove right here. This groove fits around this lip on the van body. In order to lift the jack, you turn the wrench clockwise and be careful to make sure your groove fits on that body seam. Raise the jack and it makes contact with the body of the van, but don't lift the tire off the ground just yet. First, you want to loosen the lugs a little bit. To do that, remove your jack handle, which also doubles as a lug wrench. Put the wrench on the lug and turn it about half a turn counterclockwise. Now we have the lugs loosened up a little bit. It's time to raise the van on up. Once the tire is off the ground a few inches, you can now safely remove the lug nuts and remove your flat tire. To do that, again, use your lug wrench, put in the lug nuts, and turn counterclockwise. As we remove the last lug nut, the tire is ready to come off the vehicle. To remove the tire, put your hand in one of these holes, pick up slightly, and pull. Now we're ready to put the temporary spare on. To put the spare on, make sure the valve stem is sticking to the outside of the van. That way we make sure we have it pointing the right way. Next, we need to line up the holes in the ram with the studs on the minivan. Now we replace each lug nut one at a time. Now that we have all the lug nuts in place, we need to snug them down with a lug wrench. Now as you get the lug nuts tightened up, just snug them a little bit. We will tighten them up once we lower the van on the ground. Now, with the tire fastened on the vehicle, we can lower our jack. Put your jack handle back in, and this time turn it counterclockwise to lower the vehicle. Now, With the tire is now touching the ground, we can go ahead and tighten up our lug nuts. Take your lug wrench and put a little more pressure on it, tighten them up, and do so in a crisscross pattern. Now let's go ahead and lower our jack on down. Let's go ahead and lower it all the way down so we can pack it back up for storage. With a temporary spare in place, we're ready to drive the vehicle. But remember, this is only a temporary spare. You need to get to a local tire store as soon as possible to get it changed out with a tire that's made for your vehicle. Also remember, don't drive more than 45 miles an hour with this spare. Well, that's it for the day. We really hope you enjoyed this video from teachmeauto.com. We hope it will help you be able to change a tire on your Dodge Caravan. Thank you for visiting us today at teachmeauto.com and have a great day.